Hey guys, Seleno here from PlayToEarn.net. Today's video is another episode of our weekly news series where I'll be talking about major news that happened in the PlayToEarn gaming scene this past week to give you a recap. This is going to be another long video with the amount of news, so without further ado, let's get started. To start off our list, Sunflowerland developer teases the release of dynamic NFTs. Thought Farm, the developer of the Play-to-Own blockchain farming game Sunflowerland, recently teased in one of their latest tweets that they will soon release dynamic NFTs. This means players will be able to use and upgrade farmer NFT characters as they progress through the game. They also mentioned soulbound tokens, a term used by Ethereum creator Vitalik Buterin as a way to describe NFTs that can be traded nor transferred to anyone. Both these dynamic upgradable NFTs and soulbound tokens were discussed in an almost hour-long Twitch live stream by one of the game's developers almost a week ago. Farmer NFTs will not only be in-game characters used for farming, but they will also be profile pictures. They will change over time as players expand their farm and upgrade their characters with various skills. Farmers will have a stamina system with various actions taking up a certain amount of energy. But as players improve their farms, their stamina level will also be higher, allowing players to do more with their energy. Up next, Wonderhero abandons play-to-earn model. Wonderhero will transition from the play-to-earn gaming model to an entertainment-driven and contributor-oriented direction. The game hopes to reward players based on performance, reduce token emissions, and strengthen its economy. Proof of power has been central in the discussion on the evolution of Wonderhero. However, the team has announced that it can no longer be considered for the future of the game's economy as it doesn't provide a solution to token utility and consumption. Thus, the game will seek partnerships and collaborations to focus on decreasing token emission and rewarding players based on performance as opposed to the play-to-earn model it currently employs. To strengthen the economy and dissuade players from just playing for profit, Wonderhero will now have daily missions and weekly quests where players must consume tokens and upgrade their NFTs before participating. The game is currently doing a test run of its guild vs guild tournament. In the nearest future, it will have a part where players can burn NFTs and launch a roguelike game mode called Infinity War. In addition, the game will continue its partnerships to ensure the stability of its economy and bring value to its community. Up next, Klang Games raises $41 million to build MMO simulation Seed. On July 6th, Berlin-based Klang Games closed a $41 million Series C funding round to build its upcoming MMO simulation game, Seed. Animoca Brands and Kingsway Capital led the round, with participation from other investors such as Anthos, Novator, Supercell, Roosh Ventures, Angel Hub, and New Life Ventures. The studio raised nearly $80 million to date. Seed is Klang Games' MMO simulation game in the making. Powered by Improbable Spatial OS platform, players can control AI-driven characters called seedlings on a virtual planet named Avesta. Apart from stepping up the development of Seed, the latest funding will help Klang Games to expand its team rapidly. In particular, the company is looking to more than double the current staff from 70 to over 150 by next year. On that same day, the studio announced the addition of Electronic Arts veteran Isabel Henriquez as the new co-CEO and COO of Klang Games. Prior to this, she was a studio director and lead producer at EA. Throughout her 14-year career, Henriquez worked on several AAA titles such as Call of Duty, The Sims, and Madden. Up next, Thetan Arena introduces a series of quest-to-earn events in July of 2022. After hosting an esports tournament in Africa, Thetan Arena is launching Quest-to-Earn, a series of events offering new experiences and rewards to players. Starting from July of 2022, players can obtain tokens, NFT heroes, free boxes, and more by completing various quests in the game. The hero trading event started on July 11th. In this special Quest-to-Earn event, players will receive GTHC and GTHG rewards when they buy, sell, or rent out their heroes. Both GTHC and GTHG can be exchanged for Thetan Coin and Thetan Gem respectively. On July 18th, those who connect their Coinbase wallets to the in-game marketplace will also receive a free loot box in return. Similar to the Welcome Box, each box can contain an NFT hero, a cosmetic skin, or power points. According to Thetan Arena, these boxes will only come in a limited quantity. Additionally, Thetan Arena will kick off some marketplace quests on July 22nd. A list of daily missions will be available for players to take on in the marketplace. Once done, they will gain quest points which can be used to redeem NFT heroes. Up next, Skyweaver gets first major card expansion called Clash of Inventors. Horizon Blockchain Games, the game studio behind the free-to-play trading card game Skyweaver, have released the first major card expansion called Clash of Inventors. This new expansion adds 50 new cards to the game, 10 cards for each prism. These new cards cannot be bought but are instead earned by playing the game. Just like the regular base cards, of which there are over 500 available to unlock. There are also 3 new uncollectible token cards that can be generated by other cards and effects. A dash trait has also been introduced. If a card has that specific trait, they are unable to attack the opposing hero straight away on the same turn it is summoned, but are able to attack the opponent's cards placed on the battlefield. Skyweaver is a free-to-play, play-to-own card game available on Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, and iOS devices. Players can unlock unit and spell cards and create their own decks as they level up and make their way to the top of the leaderboards. There's also a weekly ranked reward system in place that allows skilled players to win silver and gold cards. The game is currently in open beta, with the second major card expansion called Hexbound Invasion planned to come out in October this year. Up next, Samsung Next invests in move to earn Genopets. Investment company Samsung Next has announced that they have invested in the free-to-play move-to-earn Solana-based game called Genopets. The investment comes in the form of a post-seed round SAFT or simple agreement for future tokens. Neither the investment group nor the game developers disclosed the amount that is in question. In October last year, the move-to-earn game managed to raise $8.3 million in a seed round led by Convoy Ventures and Pantera Capital, with Animoca Brands, Alameda Research, and more investors participating. In the firm's blog post, they detailed the reasons behind investing post-round, saying that they think the free-to-play crypto game features a promising blend of fun and revenue potential, while noting things such as team experience and the studio's goals of tying the viability of its economy to building a marketplace, rather than just relying on player growth to drive new revenue being key reasons to support the NFT game. Genopets already has more than 250,000 players signed up on a beta waitlist ahead of the game's summer launch. In this free mobile RPG, players have their customizable virtual pet called a Genopet, which they can grow by being physically active every day. Up next, Panzerdogs to introduce Cyberdogs soon. Panzerdogs, a Solana-based NFT gaming project, has released details about its upcoming Cyberdogs and Panzerdogs pills. Two Panzerdogs will fuse to form a Cyberdogs, so it is a mutation of the Genesis collection. They will have more rewarding staking value because they combine the power of two Panzerdogs and reward owners with more Sea Panzer. They can be sent out on missions to earn extra XP as they are idle mechanics, an exclusive feature for Cyberdogs. Later on, Battle Expedition will be added to the current XP system. Cyberdogs will be available for trading on Magic Eden and other NFT marketplaces. In addition, they will have their separate staking pool, and Cyberdogs PFP will share most identical features with the Genesis collection. To initiate the mutation process, Panzerdog pills are necessary and will be distributed to Panzerdog holders. The first set of these pills has already been sent out to the most committed and active community members and tournament prize winners. To get a Panzerdog pill, a player must have at least 2 Panzerdogs in their wallet during the snapshot. These pills will be listed on Magic Eden and it will become possible to trade them. Extras will be rolled out in giveaways and for active members. Up next, Mini Royale Nations Season 3 announced. Last week, the developers of Mini Royale Nations announced Season 3 for the browser-based FPS. Titled Season 3 Hyperdrive, the new season is set to include a host of new content for players to enjoy, including improved maps to battle in, upgraded weapons, new faces, in-depth crafting, clan wars, delicious butter, and more. As of recording, there is no exact release date for Season 3 Hyperdrive, with the development team saying that all of the new content part of the upcoming season is set to come out in a couple of weeks. There won't be any launchpad this time around. Instead, players will unlock the airdrop for an S3 Premium Hero if they meet one of the following requirements. Players who satisfy any of these 3 different criteria will be eligible for the S3 Premium Hero airdrop. The team has said that snapshots will be taken sometime this month. Mini Royale Nations is a free-to-play first-person shooter running on the Solana network. The game is playable straight from the browser, and aside from the standard Battle Royale mode, players can also currently play Team Deathmatch and Capture the Flag, with many more game modes set to come out in the future. Up next, YGG Japan raises $2.8 million to boost play and earn economy in Japan. YGG Japan, a sub-DAO of Yield Guild Games in Japan, secured $2.8 million in funding through an incubation round on July 5th. Notable investors include Infinity Ventures Crypto, Animoca Brands, Yield Guild Games, and YGG SEA. Other firms participating in the round include Akatsuki, Double Jump Tokyo Inc., Crypto Games Inc., Arriva Studios, Key, and Days. YGG Japan is a sub-DAO of YGG established in March of 2022. Instead of play to earn, the guild aims to bring Japanese gamers into the world of play and earn. With the recent funding, YGG Japan will build a gateway to introduce more Web3 games to all gamers in Japan. The startup will also invest in NFTs and token assets of popular blockchain games available in Japan and other countries. According to Mr. Tetsuya Fujiwara, co-founder of YGG Japan, the guild is going to kick off a private round to raise more funds. On top of that, the team plans to exhibit the guild during the Tokyo Game Show from September 15th to 18th. YGG Japan is now looking to work with top Japanese game publishers and IP holders to raise awareness about blockchain games. Up next, Dr. Disrespect's Midnight Society unveils what Project Moon is all about. Midnight Society, a AAA game studio from Dr. Disrespect, dropped more details on what its first blockchain game Project Moon is all about. In a blog post, the company described Project Moon as the next AAA competitive PvPvE first-person shooter game. It is going to be a vertical extraction shooter game. Midnight Society will release snapshots, which are playable experiences for the community to try out every 6 weeks. From each snapshot, a team will gather feedback on the game parameters and overall gameplay before applying them to the next snapshot. This will help shape the game contents along the way. Only Access Pass holders can download these snapshots. Holders are also given full rights to stream and make content out of Project Moon's playable snapshots. They can even share screenshots, assets, and live streams they made from the build. Midnight Society will launch Project Moon's first playable build called Snapshot CL1000. The goal of this snapshot is to gain players' feedback on weapons recoil, balance, reload, accuracy, and more. There will be 3 shooting ranges for players to try out. Whenever they see a red button, they can activate a target practice to sharpen their skills before taking a shot. As the team receives more feedback from players, more features and elements will be added to the build. Midnight Society is about to kick off its very first Founders event in Los Angeles on July 29th. Up next, Bravo Ready raises $3 million to build Web3 game BR1 Infinite Royale. On July 11th, Bravo Ready, the video game studio behind BR1 Infinite Royale, raised $3 million in a seed round. Notable investors include Solana Ventures, Sixth Man Ventures, Sino Global Capital, Shima Capital, and Fractal CEO Justin Kan. BR1 Infinite Royale is the world's first risk-based third-person shooter game on Solana. The title combines NFT technology and win-to-earn smart contract automation. In the BR1 Metaverse, players with a BR1 NFT operative will pay $1 in SOL to spawn in the game. Then for every kill, they will earn the greater of 10% or $1 in return. The funds will be used to boost the game and software development of BR1. According to Evan Royer, CEO and co-founder of Bravo Ready, BR1 is more than just a new game. In fact, it brings a new way to game for all. Sharing the same excitement, Justin Barlow, a senior associate at Solana Ventures, said BR1 is an action-packed game that is redefining the rules of the Battle Royale genre, and combines utility-based NFTs with high-quality artwork and graphics. If you're liking this news list so far, remember to check out our website and news section to be updated with everything about blockchain gaming. Now let's get back to the video. Up next, Revomon 2.1.0 beta update released. Last week, Revomon, a VR and mobile monster metaverse, went into version 2.1.0. The new beta update released a week ago focused on optimizing the blockchain title that runs on the BNB chain. The team has managed to almost completely eliminate any crashing issues while offering a better, more stable game. The developers will see to get back to promoting the game again, as the amount of daily active users decreased by 85% in the last month and a half, going from 800 players to around 120 daily active users. Aside from optimizing the game to run smoother and fixing crashes, the game now also has a battle reconnect feature, allowing players to reconnect in a PvM and PvP battle. They've also fixed a bug that caused players to get kicked from the server if only orbs were used for over 5 minutes in a battle. Vault Switch, Fling, and Whirlwind moves have also been fixed. A PvP ranking system was also launched, with a leaderboard that will let players see the top 15 winners on the D-app, with info such as nicknames, the amount they are rewarded, and more. The update post also says that various different costumes are coming soon to the game's store. Revomon is available on Android devices on the Google Play Store, as well as in VR on Oculus Quest devices via the SideQuest VR platform. The iOS version is set to release on the App Store sometime in December this year. Up next, the Sandbox partners with KEB Hana Bank to provide banking services in the Metaverse. The Sandbox has partnered with South Korea's KEB Hana Bank to ensure stable financial inclusion in the Metaverse. KEB Hana Bank is a commercial bank that provides a wide range of foreign exchange products, and this partnership will see both sides teaming up to launch a new type of event marketing. Both sides will collaborate to build a business model, including opening a virtual branch at the Sandbox Metaverse to promote investment opportunities. It will also offer banking services and interact with other Metaverse partners. Hana Financial Group will get a space in the K-verse, a digital platform containing various content products for Korean Gen Z. KEB Hana Bank was established in 1967 as a Korean exchange bank. Although it is relatively new, it has become the country's leading bank and now provides the most extensive range of foreign exchange products and the most significant assets in Korea as of June 2015. The bank has its presence in 24 countries with a total of 199 branches, more than any other bank established in Korea. Up next, Arc 8 includes Gbot starters in its collections. Arc 8 has introduced uniquely branded, specially minted limited Gbot NFTs into its collections, and they will only be available as exclusive rewards for players. They are Gbots with special features since they cannot be bred, upgraded, or staked, and also provide holders with access to Arc 8 ecosystem and games. Gbot starters are available to every player as long as they win games. The skill for winning games where Gbot starters are the reward depends on the brand of the Gbot to be shared. For some G-bots, players may have to complete a set of quests, while for others, players may have to have a particular score to qualify for the reward. The G-bots will be customized according to popular crypto gaming brands, and the first will be Atari. Before players can get an Atari G-bot starter, they must have their favorite Shot G starter. Atari is branded with Hoop Shot, a fast-paced thriller game where the players have to blast and bounce their way through hoops. To qualify for a Hoop Shot G-bot starter, players must accumulate 15,000 points in tournaments. These tournaments will span from July 14th to 19th, and more details will be announced at the start of the matches. Up next, DeFi Kingdoms introduces new game quests. DeFi Kingdoms has unveiled its first two quests, Fishing and Foraging, alongside updates to Gaia's tiers and multi-hero questing duration. These recent updates also feature bug fixes. The newly released quests in Crystal Vale allow users to explore the world with their imported heroes. The game world provides users with in-game assistance for both quests. Forester Ivana and Fisher Mark will help out with their respective quests. The area also has new iconic faces like Greenskeeper Sivia and Pikmin Kudemeyer, and their quests will be available in future updates. The team hopes to introduce the Mediation Circle to Crystal Vale in the near future. This would ensure that experience-packed heroes can offload some pent-up XP. The update will also eliminate all time penalties when grouping more than one hero at a time in both quests. This update will be applied first in Crystal Vale and later in Serendale. Every attempt will now take 20 seconds, each across the board. There will also be introduction of a new Gaia's tiers on DFK chain, which would account for some necessary contract upgrades. All users on the DFK chain will begin to utilize the new token. Users with old tiers shouldn't panic as they can easily migrate to the new token. Up next, Kongregate acquires Gamaga to collaborate on NFT and blockchain games. Modern Times Group's blockchain-focused portfolio company Kongregate has officially announced the acquisition of Gamaga, a mobile game developer based in Chile. Gamaga's value following the acquisition has been estimated to be between $5 to $7 million, with the deals closing likely this month. Gamaga has been supporting Kongregate's blockchain gaming project since 2021, and the new agreement will formalize their strong collaboration in this field. One of Gamaga's most recent games is based on the Netflix series Cobra Kai, and the company's development team has previously worked on games with companies including Sony, Divergent, and iEntertainment Network. Gamaga also holds the source code for the two gaming engines used in games with over 200 million downloads. The Chilean studio specializes mostly in the creation and art direction of 2D and pixel graphics. The transaction is expected to be completed in July of 2022, after which Gamaga will be integrated into Kongregate. Up next, Gods Unchained releases roadmap progress. Gods Unchained has unveiled on its blog page its roadmap details comprising past events, current changes, and plans for the future. The company continues to upgrade its system, fixing bugs, adding features, and including players in the plans and activities of the game. Although the game has been around for 5 to 6 years, many challenges have yet to be solved. The roadmap aims to ensure transparency and include players in the game's vision. The company will chart a new chapter and expand the game's possibilities by strengthening the game's foundational building blocks, launch a content creator program, introduce the daily play and earn, and establish one or more partnerships. After the foundational blocks have been settled, the game will replace the temporary staking program with a permanent one, complete marketing rebranding, and introduce new languages. After these events, it will increase its marketing campaign, launch the highly anticipated World Tournament, and make Gods Unchained mobile compatible. The game will also add features not necessarily part of the promised roadmap, the collection titles and thin client. The company is currently documenting the game rules and a balanced charter. It will also release a combat log, an extensive research document for players to understand the dynamic working of the game. Up next, Magic Eden launches venture funds for Web3 games. Magic Eden, the San Francisco-based community-oriented NFT marketplace, has launched its venture capital arm Magic Venture. With this strategy, the venture will fund its Web3 games while the company continues to expand its internal gaming ecosystem, Eden Games. The company has hired veteran leaders such as Tony Zhao, who will lead the gaming investment arm. It will also continue to seek partnerships and collaboration to foster its interest in Web3 games. Zhao was a core business and investment team member for Tencent Games. In a recent interview, he said the company would not reveal specific details about the extent of Magic Ventures. Although the company faces stiff competition from rivals like Fractal, it ranks first in the number of transactions on the Solana network. Apart from Zhao, Yoon-Sup Choi, Matt Biamonte, and Harrison Chang, veterans in gaming and esports, will also join the team. Their knowledge and wealth of experience will bring new developments and fast-track the growth of Magic Eden. Magic Eden continues to lead the forefront of NFT marketplace. In June, it recorded 90% of all the sales on Solana. Eden Games has also published 50 games, launched close to 300 projects, and seen over 10,000 listed collections. Up next, Nomad Exiles gives details on core gameplay. Developers of Nomad Exiles have unveiled the fundamental gameplay of their play-to-earn game. Nomad Exiles is set to offer players a wholesome gaming experience, and the team hopes to tread the paths of Axie Infinity by creating a framework for the next generation of play-to-earn projects. The team had earlier sought to adopt the gameplay of their free-to-play project Exile Survival. However, after thorough scrutiny, the vulnerabilities and risks discouraged them from implementing real-time battles. The team resolved to create a play-to-earn gameplay with tactical turn-based strategies instead. All functions of card battlers are fully retained. Players will still control a team of NFT, players can fight against a team of other NFT characters will have their unique features, and a synergy of many characters in a team can be created. The turn-based strategies will feature opportunities like battles with various enemy numbers, NPCs and bosses, and the ability to create complex and varied combat scenarios. Gamers can also battle a small team of characters against AI on several maps in different scenarios, exploring the full definition of Nomad Exiles PvE. Up next, Sunflowerland adds in the Goblin Trader. Sunflowerland developer Thought Farm has added in a new NPC to the play-to-own blockchain farming game, the Goblin Trader. The new character can be found in the Goblin Village in the hot air balloon, waiting for players to come and list various items for sale. There are 3 slots available for you to list your item in, letting you input the amount you want to sell and the price you'd like to sell the item at in SFL token. The items currently available for trading are wood, stone, iron, gold, eggs, and crops, with the max amount that can be put in one trade being 500 for every item. This new feature is currently in beta and requires players to pay a varying transaction fee in Matic whenever a trade is listed. Canceling a trade gives the players a trading ticket, which lets players put up a new item for sale without paying the transaction fee again. There's a daily limit that allows players to post only 3 trades per day. Selling an item incurs a 0.25 USD listing fee, which goes into the team's treasury and towards development and improvement of the trading feature. To buy an item, players have to go to the Goblin Trader and switch to the Buy tab, where players can input the ID of a farm in order to see all the items listed for sale from that farm. Purchasing an item comes with a 10% SFL fee that is sent directly to the Goblin community treasury. Up next, GameStop launches NFT marketplace to promote digital growth. The marketplace is a non-custodial Ethereum Layer 2 based marketplace according to the company. In particular, the marketplace is built on the Loop Ring. Following this revelation, the price of Loop Ring tokens increased by as much as 4%. The platform enables users to connect their own digital asset wallets, including the recently released GameStop wallet. After that, they will be able to trade, buy, and sell NFTs of virtual products. The marketplace will develop over time to provide additional capabilities like Web3 gaming. The website has listed 53,300 NFTs and 236 NFT collections so far. While GameStop now only supports NFTs created on its own platform, it does showcase collections from other marketplaces such as OpenSea. While early reports suggested that GameStop will integrate NFTs with video games, this feature is not yet available. Rather, the company intends to expand the platform in the future to Web3 games and additional Ethereum layers. In particular, a future Immutable X expansion will provide access to NFTs associated with games like Illuvium, Gods Unchained, Guild of Guardians, Ember Sword, and Planet Quest. GameStop's foray into blockchain technology started after Ryan Cohen became board chairman in March of 2021, pushing the company to transform into a technology business. Up next, Idle Mystic enhances Idle NFT gameplay with Hero Fusion. Idle Mystic is a polygon-based game with multi-chain functionality. The game is available for testing, with the potential to add and upgrade NFTs. Based on Polygon smart contracts, the game currently has a small number of players, with roughly 2.5k at its peak in December of 2021. Binance Smart Chain also hosts some of the players. The most recent addition is Hero Fusion, a mechanic that many play-to-earn games attempt to incorporate. Fusion is one of the essential elements for Time Shuffle and has been tried by Bomb Crypto, Thetan Arena, Molan Defense, and others to obtain a more valued character. In the future, Idle Mystic will also make use of the pass system as a tool to control growth while assuring cash flow. It takes 1 BUSD to mint a game pass. The game also includes a 2-token structure, with MST serving as an in-game asset with no supply limit, and IMT serving as a governance token. The future course of the game can be influenced by owning IMT, as all owners will form a DAO and participate in decision-making. The MST token is earned through various objectives in the game and can be used to generate new NFT heroes and items. MST will be available on Uniswap and PancakeSwap in limited quantities and will provide staking incentives. Up next, STEPN to launch quarterly GMT buyback and burn amid stellar profits in Q2 of 2022. On Tuesday, Move2Earn app STEPN announced that it made $122.5 million in profits through its platform fees in Q2 of 2022. That is a 356.75% increase in profits compared to the net gain of $26.82 million in Q1 of 2022. Given that, STEPN will use 5% of the profits to launch a GMT buyback and burn program. The announcement came after STEPN announced its third realm called Ape Realm last week. Apart from GMT tokens, other assets that are part of the buyback program will include NFT sneakers as well. But to avoid causing sudden price volatility, it will take a few weeks for the process to complete. STEPN is also looking to deploy more capital to improve the app's existing features. One of them is to enhance the platform's security and server capacity to counter a growing number of DDoS attacks on the app. Its AI-powered SMAC anti-cheat system will also be upgraded to weed out bad actors within the game's ecosystem. Up next, NDream unveils gameplay details for Web3 4X RPG Eternal Paradox on Gala Games. The team behind Eternal Paradox recently revealed how each season works and the perks of holding land NFTs in the game. Eternal Paradox combines 4X gameplay with RPG-style turn-based combat where players only have one goal, which is to battle for the Rings of Ruin every 63 days. When the 63-day season begins, players will first gather resources to build, upgrade, and craft. When they are ready, they can form alliances and battle against enemies using their NFT mercenaries. As they collect more resources and level up their in-game characters, players will move closer to occupying the Rings of Ruin. At the end of the season, those who manage to occupy the Rings of Ruin will earn rewards in the form of EPX tokens. Though it will be easier for NFT owners to earn daily and seasonal rewards, NDream claims that there are ways for non-NFT players to earn as well, such as NFT borrowing. Lands in the game come in 6 rarities listed here. As for the perks, NDream claims that landowners can always choose a buff for themselves in the game. For example, increased resource collection, increased hero stats, and more. The choices of buff depend on the rarity of the land. Landowners will also receive a share of silver tokens and extra field resources from those who are playing on their lands. As of writing, Elysium land deeds are still up for grabs in the Gala Games store. A common land deed costs 24,290 Gala, which at the time of this recording is about $1,166. Up next, Myria's all-in-one blockchain platform is launching soon in August. The first version of Myria's all-in-one blockchain platform is launching this August. The Gala Games contender wants all Web2 creators and companies to onboard into Web3 seamlessly, and with that in mind, Myria Platform V1 will be easy to use without the need for complex coding. The platform will run on a Layer 2 ZK Rollup Ethereum scaling solution. While leveraging the security of the Ethereum network, the ZK Rollup technology will provide a high throughput rate of up to 9,000 transactions per second and 0 gas fees. Myria is also offering its own SDK toolkit called Developer SDK V1. The toolkit will allow devs and artists to create NFT projects on Myria without writing their own smart contracts and even without Solidity knowledge. Upon release, Myria will also provide a built-in non-custodial wallet called Myria Wallet V1, alongside the Myria Marketplace V1 for trading NFTs. There are no playable games on Myria as of recording, but 5 are under development. This includes MetaRush, Metacart, Block Royale, Starstrike Legends, and Moonveil Farm. There are also 2 other games launching soon, which are Hot Slice Tycoon and AB Cricket Game, in partnership with cricket legend AB de Villiers. Up next, Phantom Galaxies just launched its governance token Astropher on QuickSwap. The AAA open-world mech shooter game Phantom Galaxies recently launched its governance token Astropher on QuickSwap. There is no pre-sale or public sale to go through. Instead, to get these tokens, players can either swap for Astropher on QuickSwap or earn them during the Astrophyte Rush event. According to Phantom Galaxies, a max supply of 888,077,888 Astropher tokens is now available, with allocations as shown here. There are 2 ways to earn Astropher tokens. Firstly, you can swap certain tokens for Astropher on QuickSwap. The token is available on a number of liquidity pools, which makes up 10% of the token supply. You can also earn Astropher tokens by completing in-game missions during the Astrophyte Rush event. The event will take place across 4 consecutive weeks. Players who meet personal or community goals will gain a varying amount of Astropher in return. Astropher is both a utility token and the governance token of Phantom Galaxies. It is used to upgrade starfighter mechs, run galactic organizations, build empires, or buy and mint NFTs within the game. The upcoming Thermopyle Poster 3 NFT will also be purchasable using Astropher. As of this recording, Phantom Galaxies has not released the full tokenomics for Astropher. Up next, auto combat game Crabits launches into open beta. Following successful alpha testing, robot auto combat game Crabits has kicked off into open beta. The beta started on July 12th and ends on July 20th, featuring a prize pool of up to 1,000 USDT and 100 NFT parts. The pool is split across 3 different activities or 3 beta challenges, which are the following: Bug Bounty, Crabits Got Memes, and Top Leaderboard. Bug Bounty was a part of the alpha version and is now also available in this beta. The difference being the players can now also earn NFTs as rewards. The second challenge is about creating the best meme for the game, with the top 20 memes all getting rewarded with 1 NFT part. The third challenge, Top Leaderboard, features 3 different leaderboards to rank in for rewards. First Day Leaderboard, Daily Growth Leaderboard, and Final Leaderboard. The first day one has already passed. The Daily Growth Leaderboard is about being in the top 10 with highest trophies won in comparison to the previous day's number, with the top 10 and top 5 being rewarded. The Final Leaderboard awards the top 20 players who have the most amount of trophies with an NFT part, and the top 10 with varying amounts of USDT. In this open beta, players can also try out some new features: Customize, Fuse, and Game TV. Crabbit's open beta runs on BSC testnet and is available on Android and iOS devices via TestFlight. Up next, Tony Hawk set to build Metaverse skate park in collaboration with the Sandbox and Autograph. Tony Hawk, the owner of famous skateboard company Birdhouse, has disclosed his partnership with the Sandbox and Autograph to build a skate park in the Metaverse. The Sandbox, in partnership with Tony Hawk Inc., will create a 6x6 Tony Hawk themed land, ushering the debutant sportsman into the blockchain world. Additionally, Autograph will create avatar NFTs based on Tony Hawk's iconic skateboards, equipment, and apparel. The Sandbox noted that these NFTs would be converted into 3D voxel versions, which would be interoperable in its open metaverse, providing in-game functionality for experiences, adding utility and value for their owners. Tony Hawk is a legendary American skateboarder, and he has previously generated over $1.4 billion from his series of skating games, namely Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Underground 1 and 2, American Wasteland, Project 8, Proving Ground, Ride, Pro Skater HD, Shred, and Pro Skater 5, among many other spin-offs. And lastly, NFT strategy game Reta Wars announces open beta starting on July 25. The developers of Reta Wars, an NFT strategy war-to-earn game, have announced that their blockchain title is heading into open beta testing on July 25. Labeled as Reta Wars 1.0 OBT, the public testing is set to last 2 weeks, with the goal of providing a final review of the game's ecosystem. Players will be playing on the mainnet of BNB chain, though all progress will be reset once the testing period has concluded. In order to play this beta, players must own at least one NFT hero that can be bought over at the game's own marketplace found on the game's website. NFTs are bought using the Reta token, a governance token for the whole Retaverse ecosystem. There are even rewards given out using the game's core community token, GRT. This coin is used for leveling up your hero, reducing upgrade time for buildings, and more. The rewards depends on the player's rank on the ladder, with first place getting 1000 GRT, while placing 51st to 100 rewards 200 GRT. Those who manage to get the highest level during the testing period get one open NFT minting ticket, and so do players ranked 33rd, 55th, and 77th. For more info on the beta, check out their announcement post. And that's a wrap for this week's News Day. What are your thoughts about the news I talked about today? Let me know in the comments. I'll be back same time next week to give you another weekly recap. And for more info on everything about blockchain games, check out our website at PlayToEarn.net, where we have the largest database of games that have all the info you need. That's it for today. See you next video.